What's going on, guys? It's Suk and I am back with a brand new video on SuperDuprTech. Now in today's video I'll be showing you the results that I got when benchmarking the upper base model of the 13-inch 2019 MacBook Pro. If you are interested in seeing the results that I got when gaming on this MacBook Pro, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of when I upload that video. But without any further ado, let's hit the titles. So one of the first benchmarking applications that I ran was Geekbench 4 followed up by Geekbench 5. So Geekbench gives a score for both single and multi-threaded tasks, and after these have been performed, it will then give a score based on its performance and the time taken to perform them. Now for Geekbench 4, I got a single core score of 4,878 and a multi-core score of 17,944. Once again, using Geekbench 4, I ran a compute test to see how well the OpenGL engine ran on this MacBook, and with that I got a score of 51,271. Also running the Metal compute test, I got a score of 39,042. The next test I ran was Geekbench 5. Now this serves the exact same purpose as Geekbench 4, though there are some additional tests that it will conduct. And so for Geekbench 5, I got a single core score of 972 and a multi-core score of 4,168. And running the compute test on Geekbench 5 to see how well the OpenGL engine ran, I got a score of 7,640. And the same again for Metal, I got a score of 7,526. The next test that I ran was from GFXBench. Now GFXBench runs a number of different tests which vary from higher and lower levels of intensity, and in the interest of saving time I've calculated the average of these results, but of course I will show you each individual result. Now the average that I got for the higher intensive task was around 60.79, whereas for the lower I got a score closer to 92.48. I then ran a disk speed test to see how the SSD on this MacBook Pro performed, and as you can see I got a read speed of 2,868 megabytes per second with a write speed of 1,296 megabytes per second. Next up we have NovaBench. Now NovaBench is a good general benchmark as it tests not only the CPU and the GPU but also the storage and the system memory. And the score that I got for this test was 1,478. Then I ran a network speed test and got download speeds of around 215 megabytes per second with an upload consistently around 32.9 megabytes per second. Next up was Cinebench. Now Cinebench is a good benchmarking program as it tests each individual thread and then gives a score similarly to how Geekbench gives its scores based on the time taken to complete those tasks. Now the score that I got for this MacBook Pro with Cinebench was 1,704. Also using Final Cut Pro 10, I did an export test with background rendering turned off. Now to export a full HD 1080p video file, it actually took around 3 minutes and 31 seconds to complete this task. Now funnily enough, to actually export the same video but this time with the project at 4K, it came in a lot quicker. How quick? Well actually it was around 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And the final test which I wanted to run on this MacBook Pro was some gaming benchmarks from Unigen. Now the first of these was the Heaven benchmarking tool, and with this I got an average frames per second or FPS of 39.8 with a score of 1003. Once again from Unigen benchmarking tools I ran the Valley test, and with this I got an average FPS of 39.2 with a score of 1641. So then that has been it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video then be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you are new around here then be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of when I upload any future videos. If you have got any questions with anything you've seen in this video then be sure to leave them down below in the comment section, or alternatively you can hit me up on my social media, links to which can be found down below in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.